The trend in food banks is to try and create a store feel, like they're coming grocery shopping. I literally want our clients to feel like they're coming into a grocery store and they're not coming to a food bank. So the front outside is going to be decorated like every other grocery store with tacky stuff outside. Who knows? We're going to have meat. We're going to have dairy. We're going to have eggs. All that stuff is going to be there on the side, like you see in a grocery store. And then all the center is going to be the shelving with all the dry goods on it. And we're going to have a pharmacy section, not for medicine, but for toiletries and all of that stuff. So it's we want to create as normal as an experience as possible.
I'm here with my KTFL buddies, Kim Reid and Jack Gramato. We're here at On Rock Community Services. Our buddy Jack has got a great surprise for Kim, and we're gonna go inside, take a tour, and he's gonna show us around all the great things that On Rock's got going on. Follow us.
We deliver to about 65 families a week, so that means 185, 200 families come and pick up their food. And they do that through the grocery store. We wanted it to look like a mini grocery store. So they could come in and instead of receiving a box that we filled, they can come in and pick the flavors they want and the kinds of food that they liked. Just brings back a little more dignity to the community and the fact that they're walking in the front door like a store. You know, one of the funny things with this is ever since I've been running this, it's like the things you need always come in when you need it. We've had a lot of help with the building of it. One of my board members, Eric, he has taken on the lead of all of that stuff, and so he's put everything together. Him and his buddies come in every weekend and plaster and paint. We get great donations that come in so that we don't have to spend so much money. Home Depot supplied all of our gyprock free. Then they supplied us all the putty, all the tape, and all that stuff to put up. It was like, I think 30 or so sheets of gyprock, and it was all done for free. All the food that's allotted for this week is going to be on the shelves. The families come in and register at the registration desk, say that they're here. We take the size of their family and we give them a list of what they can have. And then they just go down the shelves, and we have a list here that tells them, based on the size of their family, how much they're allowed to take of each particular item. This is where we're keeping all our fruits and vegetables and our milk. All dairy and meat is this line right here, and bread. So we get a lot of soups that are made by an outside company, Eats, E-A-T-Z. They give us a lot of stuff. Before we would just put it in a box and hope somebody was gonna have it. Well, here, they can see what it is and they can choose the flavor and whether they want it or not. This is part of the renovations. We've built 3 offices and a kitchenette so that we can have all our staff in one place. We're not running back and forth trying to get together with each other. There was a kitchen here that we ripped out to create more warehouse space because we're running out of warehouse. So we ripped out the kitchen that was here and they redid all the electrical. We've made so many great contacts for free stuff. So we just keep being able to expand some more. Where I'm standing right now used to be a fridge. We moved the fridge down the other end of the warehouse, and we're clearing out this area so that we can set up tables to prepare boxes for our families that we deliver to. You don't think about it, but a lot of food is very heavy. You get a case of pasta, it's heavy. So you have to have decent shelving with all the food in it. This is how we dealt with storing our food so that we knew what was there, so we knew what we could give to our customers. With the new system set up, we don't have to do this anymore because stuff will go directly into the grocery store. So this is just going to become more space to put real shelving in. This is the full warehouse set up so far. We're halfway through what we're doing. All of this racking was donated by a company. They donated it, they came in, they set it up for us. Before, all the pallets were on the floor and you'd be climbing over pallets to get to the one you wanted. With this shelving, we don't have to do that anymore. We can just look at the shelves and know what's what and where it goes. And at the end is our big fridge and freezer. That's our freezer. Everything's categorized, so it's easy to see. Meat, calzones, pizza dough, whatever we have, we categorize it so that when we're running things back to the store, we know exactly where stuff is and what it is. My daughter told me this afternoon, she said, "Dad, the one thing we're short on is meat." And I'm like, some's coming. Some's coming. This is awesome.
it's all pasture raised, all grass fed. It's Angus beef, raised right here in Quebec. You and I were having a conversation probably close to 6 months ago. I don't know if you noticed what you said, but it stuck with me because you said, and don't get me started on how hard it is to get good quality meat on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
I walked away from that conversation and I said to myself, there's got to be a way that I can help Kim and everybody that he's helping with what I'm doing. And, a little bit of brainstorming. It didn't take long to think,
No.
this was something we could definitely do. And, just being part of the KTFL, Kirkland Touch Football League, the wonderful group of guys that we are and the wonderful human beings that we all are, I said, why not buy a cow, right? As a league, we'll donate 10% of the meat to On Rock, and we'll split up the rest of the meat in nice beef boxes, and we'll keep it simple.
Yeah.
So this meat all comes right around from Magog, so from the Bouffard family farms. We're 6 at home. How can we maximize the yield on the animals so that we have, more bang for our buck and getting good quality meat?
A lot of times when we get meat, it's big packages. If we get just big, our small families lose out. Stuff this size is like, man, this is one person, 2 people. Boom, done. Look at that.
It's like those are all just beautiful roasts.
That's beautiful, man.
There you go.
Beautiful. Hey, welcome to Le Spot. This is the restaurant run by On Rock Community Services that is pay what you can, so that our clients who are low income can still come in and have a meal, and whatever they can afford is all they have to pay. With that said, we also get people who come in, like 2 ladies this afternoon, who bought chicken wings, French fries, and 1 soft drink, and paid $110 for it, because we can pay it forward now. So you'll notice the decor in here is under a motorcycle theme. I'm a biker, and I'm passionate about it, and so I collected as much motorcycle memorabilia as I could. Most of them are Harley Davidson, although we have a token Triumph, and I think we have a token Honda somewhere, because guys came in and said, you only have Harley stuff? So I fixed that for them, but most of it is Harley stuff. And that's the decor. And when people come in, they're blown away. And when kids come in, they see all the little trinkets they can play with, because they're allowed to play with it. They're not allowed to take it home.
Which one is your favorite?
In the whole place?
Pick one.
This sign, my kids gave it to me for Christmas. And when I opened the diner, my wife said, that would look really good on a diner wall. She didn't want it on her wall at home.